Yo, welcome to the Mo City Podcast, hosted by yours truly, Chuck, live from Mo Serious Entertainment in the heart of Mo City, Texas. Man, I got my OG in here, my big homie, the one I hook up with when I got somebody to ask a question. Cause I'm talking about my dig this, my cursing preacher partner. You know what I'm saying?
Curse you out.
hey, but real talk, gonna keep it all the way cracking with you. You know what it is, all the way from LA to Mo City, man. My big homie, and I'm glad to call him my big homie. He been supporting me for a very, very, very long time. Always been stand up, man. I call him Lump. I call him OG Lump. In my phone, he saved his OG Lump. You know what I'm saying? Big homie, welcome to my spot. Appreciate you pulling up, man.
I tell you, I love this spot because A, it's set up right. It's intimate.
Set up right.
It's set up
cozy.
right. Not only
Cozy, right?
It makes sense. A lot of people have these big, elaborate studios, and there's so much separation that there can't be any reality.
Exactly.
And in here, you're gonna have to give it what it is. You know, ain't no getting up and going to the bathroom
and leaving on the cool and sliding out of here. 85 South. So you had to take a call. You had to get up out of here. Man, I appreciate my OG in here. And before I even get in, matter of fact, y'all don't see this coat I got on. See these patches on here. This is courtesy of the homeboy. I put this on just because he was coming up here. Y'all check this out. Watch this.
Yeah, that back ain't no joke. And everybody don't get the back. Everybody don't get the on the level. Only,
you know what I'm saying? Most serious.
Look, everybody don't get the back, dog. And a lot of people don't know when you pay for that jacket, it was really here just cover the cost. I got the rest. And the reason why is because I knew you would stand up. And everybody can't get my logo like that. Not on something like that. They can't. And he picked the patches. Chuck was like, hey, look, I want a Mo City, Texas jacket. And then I put the armor of God on there because we both represent something else. Be something bigger than ourselves. And then you see the picture of Screw. That's the picture that I took of Screw with my camera that's become infamous. I really didn't make no money off that, and I didn't really do it for that. I did it because then nobody knew how Screw looked. That was the crazy part. So what I did was
so just to tell them.
Yeah, I took that picture the day Leslie Wyatt from Fifth Ward worked for Rap A Lot. He was also the rep for Columbia. He had the Kobe Bryant van and the Brat van. Because Kobe was signed to Columbia, Kobe Bryant, because Kobe could rap.
He was nice. A musician.
He was really nice. Him and Allen Iverson and Dame Lillard, they are the best rapping basketball cats that I know. Like real talk. Hey, Dame is the sweetest.
Tough, bro.
Dame is the sweetest. Allen AI was
the baby dope. Dame. AI was dope too. But baby Dame actually spit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, when you can get baby a commercial, when one of your sponsors will say, go ahead and do you.
And he kept it corporate enough to do it. Shout out to Baby. That's what I'm calling him, Baby Dame. That was the sponsor.
Hey, man, look, bro, it was good. But I do merchandise. I've been doing merchandise since 96, 95, yeah. Actually, before then, I did it for Surround by Sound when I was in college. So, matter of fact, Floyd and I talked the other day. It's crazy. I started my business. I started in the business.
Started which business?
I started doing promotions on the level.
Okay.
Floyd talked me into it because Floyd and Jared Oliver, Willie Ridge great, may he rest in peace. Jared started X-Bam.
Okay.
He had Bam on the label.
Yeah, I remember X-Bam. X-Bam Records.
X-Bam Records, he had the faculty on it. Like, people don't know this, I used to manage the faculty. But some
bullshit, man.
Yeah, the fact, rest in peace, Malik.
Man, RP to Malik, bro. Look, RP is crazy. We got that Letterman jacket. Tell you a Malik story.
Wow.
Since we brought up Malik, tell you Malik's story. I am sixth grade. He in eighth grade, right? This is Mo City Middle School. You know what I'm saying? And I had the Detroit Pistons Letterman jacket.
You know why I wear Detroit? That's the only other hat I wear besides Houston and LA. Because of the Deuce.
Because of the colors.
The Deuce.
Oh, that's on the D.
That's it.
Deuce Glen, Texas, South to Hunters Glen 1 and 2. So anyway, look, I'm in sixth grade, bro, and I had no business being upstairs, right? You know, at the time, Mo City Middle School was like that. And I remember I'm upstairs and it's a dice game going on in the restroom, and I fall off in the restroom. And Malik stands up, pins me up against the wall. He about to take my Detroit Pistons jacket. And it ain't even mine, it's my Kenpo jacket. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, you about to get got.
Man, I'm about to get got, bro. I'm in sixth grade. I had no business upstairs, but he's shooting dice with one of my partners. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Reg, shout out to REG, Reginald McAllister. He's shooting dice with Reg. Reg jumps up. Oh, no, that's the homie. That's Chuck. They let me loose, man. I ran my ass back downstairs. R.I.P. to Malik, bro. Straight up, man. Shout out to the whole Killer Clan, Waterboy, like the whole thing, bro. Because I grew up listening to that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Waterboy,
that's what
V,
it was.
And Cook.
And K-double-O-K, you know what I'm
Cook
saying?
Cook is a homie, man. I stay in touch with Cook. He keep me tapped in the road, and I stay in touch with V because V's uncle used to work at Stick Horse Records and Tape.
Okay.
And then it was some bullcorn that kind of got in the game, reason why I didn't manage them no more. But after a while, they came back, and all of them apologized. But my whole thing is this: in this business, I'm learning to never take anything personal.
You can't.
It's taken me a long time to get to the space that I'm in. I'm in a very unique space these days. God,
you've been in this business a long time too, though.
Yeah, and they always ask me, how come they don't give you your flowers? Well, first of all, I'm not beating my chest. Willie D taught me something, though. He said something in the podcast the other day. Him and Brad were speaking, and he said, hey, man, being humble sometimes costs you.
Oh, it do.
He said sometimes you got to let them know, like, hey, this is who I am. And the reason why I named my company On the Level is, A, God gave it to me, but B, whatever level you on, I'm on that level.
Thanks.
Like when they say, hey, when they go low, we go high. No, nigga. When they go low, I'm going to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming back with air conditioners and Satan running, nigga. Like, excuse my conversation.
So let's go back for a second, because you talked about Face, because I got him on my list of questions. I got a whole list of questions I'm gonna get through, bro. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And that's because I've been knowing you for a while. Yeah. We go back, and I said, let me get some strategic info about you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so shout out to the reason I call him OG. Another one is because you from the Ridge. Let's go back there.
Yeah,
let's go back there, because all that's pre this stage.
Yeah, it actually got me to this point. When we first moved out here from LA, I was getting in trouble in LA with the gangbanging thing. So my mama and my daddy had made a pact. When I turned 10, I come to Texas. I mean, I go with my daddy. But my daddy accepted Christ and moved to Texas.
Okay.
We stayed in South Park. I went to Rhodes in the 5th grade.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that. I ain't like it down here. I went back to LA. Then I came back, and then my daddy had got married, and we was at Holman Street Baptist Church, my home church. He got married. I can remember the date, August 29th, 1981.
From Holman Street, and this was back then. This was
Pastor Johnson.
Okay.
Master Johnson. He just passed away 2 years ago. Complications due to COVID or whatever. And now my partner is the
pastor there now.
Murray G. Martin. I love that boy. He's a little bit younger than me, but we grew up together. But like I told him, hey, look, dog, I come over here to preach because that's in me. I'm gonna do that. I came over here
to serve.
I'm a servant. I said, use me, but don't misuse me.
Yeah.
I said, what you need me to do? You need me to pass out obituaries? You need me to usher? You need me to be an armor bearer? You need me to beat somebody up? You need me to slap somebody in the mouth? He'll tell you that's what I said. And the next day he called me. He's like, Reverend, I want you to do this, this, and that. The second week I joined October the 2nd. I rejoined my church October the 2nd of 2022.
Yeah, that was last year. I remember seeing that on the ground. I was happy because he preached at my church once when he got that job. When he got the job at Holman Street,
right. He had him and Danny Davis. They
come on, that's around the corner.
Yeah,
that's around the corner. And Pastor believed in putting people on, and so he gave him a shot. He came to, and he killed it at Jordan Grove.
Bro, that boy right there is a preaching machine. Everybody like, oh, man, how can you be in the music business? First of all, it ain't your call. God called me to this, and he didn't come to save the church. He came to save the lost.
Big old facts. And to seek and save that which was lost,
man. And the thing about it is, we had this misinterpretation. Well, many of us have a misinterpretation of Jesus. We think that, first of all, there wasn't no such thing as church clothes back then.
Okay.
A man wore the closest thing to a dress because he wore a long dashiki, a big shirt, and a woman wore the closest thing to a pant. So when you use Deuteronomy 22:5, a man shouldn't wear anything pertaining to a woman, nor a woman to a man. He wasn't talking about women wearing pants in church.
Yeah, he wasn't talking about outward attire.
Man, look here, bro. Here's the crazy part. A lot of good believers are turned away by raggedy Christians. Seriously, man. Like, some people been in church all day, bro. Like, it's
Pastor said it the other day, and don't know Jesus. Or they for the wrong reasons.
Boy, look. Here's the thing. You don't have a voice at home, so now you want to come to church and shout.
Yeah.
So, standing in the garage don't make you a car, and standing in the church don't make you a believer.
Thanks.
So I just tell people, man, look here, man. I'm different. Like, you might catch me saying something, and you always say, well, God know my heart. Well, see, he sees your actions too.
Yeah. And so, he do know your heart.
He do know your heart. And it's rotten.
Come on, your actions and your heart are in alignment, bro.
And that's what took me a while, like being in the business, which leads me back to the question. Like I left LA, I came to Houston, stayed in South Park. My daddy got an apartment in Fifth Ward. Montana Wagner, who's a football great at Whitley, was my partner. His mama and my daddy, his mama Betty Wagner and my daddy William worked at MW Kellogg together. Then my dad,
Kellogg,
MW Kellogg, not used to be a dresser. Well, here's the deal. My dad got married, young Christian, young pastor. You know, the old folks tell you back then, boy, don't burn, get you. And he got married a little bit too quick, in my opinion. But nevertheless,
we all do.
That was his thing.
We all do. My first marriage, man, I was not old enough.
Bro, sometimes maturity is a monster. Like I always talk about back in the day with grandma and grandpa. They had their curve was different because their circumstances were different. So as a result, they had to mature a lot faster. They had a whole lot more responsibilities. My grandfather, my dad's dad, P.O. Lumpkin from Palestine, Texas, he was a little bitty dude. Didn't have beyond the 8th grade education, but was one of the brightest men in the world, bro. Can handle credit, could read, all of that. And he used to always tell me, hey, it's a 4-hour climb to the top, boy, but it's a 4-second fall to the bottom. Be careful how you handle people.
Hey, that's good advice. A 4-hour climb to the top and a 4-second fall to the bottom.
Bro, it's helped me because I've been there, Chuck. Like when we left South Park or Fifth Ward, because we stayed in Fifth Ward, and I went to Woodson.
Okay.
I went to.
So I lived in South Park, then moved to Fifth Ward.
Then moved to Fifth Ward, but so I still stayed at Rhodes, and then I left Rhodes and I went to Woodson.
Okay.
And I went back to LA because I hated it here. I'd never seen a cockroach fly. So when I seen that big old tree roach fly, I was
what is that? Yeah. Okay. Now this is what, 5th grade?
That's like 5th grade, 6th grade, 81, 82, the 81. And then my cousin Sean, he came down here with me because I hated it down here, dog. Like it was rough because
he came from Cali back with you.
Yeah. Because it was like, man, you know,
it's different.
It's different.
The trees different, the sounds different, the weather's different, the layout different.
I've seen it raining on one side of 59. The only reason why I remember it as a 59 because the Summit was over there before it was Joel Osteen.
Before it was Compact, before it was
all,
even that.
There you go.
Summit.
So it was the Summit. So I'm watching the rain on one side, and the sun is out on the other side. And this bread outside. I asked my daddy, was the tribulation taking place?
Oh no, just
because I didn't understand.
Typical weather out here.
I said, Daddy, why are they riding around?
Like we wearing jackets and sweaters today. I had on shorts and a tee yesterday.
Hey, bro, and it got cold last night.
It got cold last night. That's what I'm saying.
I was at the cigar bar and it got cold. I was like, what? But look, I was waiting for it to get cold because I got about 13 sweaters. Like I just made this one yesterday. So I did this because a homie, before somebody get on here, get to talk about gangbanging. No. Kind of like, but this is Chief Everywhere. My homeboy Anthony Johnson and Live, who used to work for me, he has a new clothing line called Chief Everywhere. And of course, I put my spin on it for Houston, Space Explorer, and then on the back, I got my logo. He made this and the one on the back, and I bought this one from my spot. But my point is,
Chief Everywhere.
Chief Everywhere. Chief Everywhere. Yeah. What up, truck? But yeah. So we left South Park. Sean and I, my dad had a house built in Hockley. We lived in Waller. I went to Waller, then left Waller in 85 in the 10th grade and came to the greatest high school in America, dominated the state of Texas, Willow Ridge, Chimney Rock High School. And I got a chance to, and I thought about that. I was like.
So you went from, so South Park, North Side, Mo City. Waller, then Mo City.
Yep.
In kind of a 3-4 year time span.
It was so crazy. When I graduated from Willow Ridge in 88, I went back to Waller's, my class graduation. Dog, when we had our 10-year class reunion at Waller, they had my picture from the 9th grade in there. Like, it was wild because and people try to figure out, like, how do you know so many people?
I've been a bunch of places.
And even in LA, my grandmama, my granny, and my mama stayed on the east side.
Okay.
Then when my grandmother moved to the west side, then my mama moved out to Diamond Bar, California. It's like going towards Pomona.
Okay.
And I grew up gangbanging on the east side, but we moved to the west side. We had problems with the neighbors because they was B-dogs.
Yeah, and you over here like,
and I'm like, look, cuz like y'all, this is a truce.
Yeah.
And tell your homeboys come over here, don't be disrespectful, because we're gonna tear y'all head off. We was young, man. That's 88. That's when I graduated from high school. And now my grandmother, she moved here and she passed away. Her and my grandfather, may they rest in peace. But I said all that to say this. I've had relationships with some great people. It's just like, meeting you, seeing how you've grown with the podcast from being over there on Fondren in the dirt.
You remember that?
In the mud, like real talk, bro. I remember all
Yeah,
of that.
shout out to Pastor Chris, man, Gospel Radio Nation,
For
and
sure.
that whole nine. He put up on me then. And it's crazy. Like I remember being at we was talking about church life earlier. Like I remember pulling up at Greater St. Matthew. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so shout out to Lacey and them. But my pastor was doing revival. And so I was going just to really support my pastor. And you was over there at the time in the same ministry that I'm in at my church.
Yep.
And so I walked in, you was on media, you was shooting photos, you was kind of audio, video. I was like, this Nump, and he's doing what I do.
Yep.
What's cracking, bro? What's good? And
yeah.
so we've always had these kind of moments where it's been like, okay.
But the business needs us. The business needs to know that you can have balance. Like, and shout out to Leroy Lacey, Pastor Leroy Lacey, actually Dr. Leroy Lacey now. I'm not at St. Matthew anymore, but Lacey, he gave me the ability to be comfortable in my own skin.
Oh, Lacey's dope, man.
Pastor Leroy Lacey Jr. is one of God's greatest preachers. And I don't say that because I went there. I say that because I got an opportunity to witness it.
Well, you let him pastor you.
Oh, of course. You let him pastor you. And then his degree, his doctorate is in apologetics. And apologetics is literally what you believe and why. And man, that's a very hard degree to get. Most people say they're Christian because their grandma and their grandpa was Christian, and their mama sometimes. Because you got to think a lot of times Granny is one who made us go to church, because Mom and them grew up in that era.
Yeah, I got dropped off at Granny house to go to church.
Do what I say, not what I do.
Yeah, exactly. And then we eventually drove Mama in. Now my mama does. See, but at the time she was dropping us off.
But guess what though? The best sermon I ever heard was the one that I saw. Sometimes you're the only Bible that people read. And I've had to learn that, heavy is the head that wears the crown. I asked the Lord for many years, Chuck, like, Lord, why I got to always be the bigger person?
Heavy is the head that wear the crown. Because you got to.
There you go.
That was my answer to that same
question. And my answer to that was because I built you to take it.
Yeah, because you got to, because it's you.
And then somebody else is looking, and you're stronger than them, and they can't do what you did. But if they see you make it through, they'll believe
they can, and they probably will next time.
Yeah, and that's just like right now. I saw a conversation this morning. It's funny. It was Mason Cameron, and when Mason initially got saved,
which one they was talking about on Cam's show?
Yeah, he was talking about Aaron Rodgers.
Gotcha.
And Cam was like, they was asking, like, they asked Cuz, what you think about Aaron Rodgers? He was like, yo, dead ass. I was looking at porn. I don't even care. Like, he said that, dog. I almost died. And Mace just put his head down like, Cam, y'all know what's going on with Cam. But my point is, when Mace was on fire for the Lord, he was saying different stuff about the rap business.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I want to offer advice to anybody who's been in this business and they decide to give their life to Christ. One plants, one waters, God gives the increase. You can't plant water and give the increase. I said that to say this. When you initially accept Christ as your Savior, especially coming out of an adverse, very aggressive situation, shut up, because you don't know enough.
Yeah, you got to learn.
And like Mace had to learn. So you talking about what he wouldn't do.
You got to learn.
And he had to go back to where God wanted him to go. So stop saying what you want,
bro. You have to learn. You can't jump off the porch. Because now, if you're still on milk, then remain on milk until you're ready to eat solid food. When it comes to
better start off with some vegetables.
When it comes to sharing the word with other people, right? It's one thing to be a new Christian and trying to learn and study and improve yourself. It's another thing to, okay, now I'm about to go and evangelize and try to share the word of God. You need to be taught. You need to be, it's a few things you need to learn. And I had to learn that. I had to learn that. And so
I got quiet and I just started looking at everything. And then I started getting a guilty conscience. People always ask me, like, why did I step away for like 7 years? Chuck, you got to remember, I promoted every major level except for 2. Music is one of the few things that can enter your body without permission. So when I saw how the music was parenting kids, because there was no filter
do it to this day. To this day, it still does.
People don't get that, man. Music can enter your body without permission. And it can amplify however you feeling, and they can make it better or worse. And if you don't have a filter, you would think Jeezy was still selling dope, but yet still his son went to college. You would think Jeezy was still out there doing work behind the scenes, but he married that girl. They got a child, And now look at what he's doing with his
he got it ain't 50 keys no more. It's 50 properties,
bro.
50 blocks. You know what I'm saying? I got 50 buildings,
bro.
Like they running a totally different. But he just dropped a project called Snowfall. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
It's marketing, and see that's what they have to understand.
Yeah,
this is smoke and mirrors, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever saw, and if you really want to see something real gangster, going to a record meeting, executive meeting, going to go get your product manager, and then them have to go and tell you the reality of what you're looking for. People are finally getting to understand that the record company ain't nothing but a bank.
That's it.
And a lot of people don't get it. And I've been screaming it for 20 years.
And they're treating your product as a loan. You got to pay that back.
You got to pay it back. And then you paying it back out of the 10%. Like, oh, I got 12 points. I got 15 points. Well, that 15 points that you made, all of what they gave you got to come out of that 15 points. And then you start getting money. Then you only get 15% of that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't get it. I've been screaming publishing for years. Get your publishing straight. Get your publishing straight. A lot of our major artists, and I'm not going to say no names, but when I say the name or who helped them get their publishing correct, you'll understand. It was Drake who got a lot of them publishing straight. And he didn't have to, because he could have been a hoe about it.
He could have just kept his own knowledge.
And then copywrote the songs themselves and then made the money. Picture this, Cisco on the Thong song. I worked for Kadar Entertainment. After I worked for Capitol, I went to go work for Kadar.
Okay, I was going to get into the music, but let's go.
Kadar owed me some money too. I really want to get at Kadar Massenberg. He's the one who he's the one who coined the term neo soul.
Okay.
He's the one with Erykah Badu.
And this was at Capitol.
Kim. Yeah, but he used to be at Universal.
Okay.
And then he went to Capitol. After he left out of Capitol, after he left out of Universal, Sylvia came.
Okay, I heard of Sylvia.
Sylvia Rowan. Sylvia gave me my first job in 2000. I gave her an opportunity to sign Cash Money, and she had to pass because Sylvia was a gangster.
Let's stop right there because you hit one of my questions on the head, bro. You one of the only people I know who actually spent time with Cash Money, like, and No Limit.
And Big Boy.
I'm at a time where they really weren't, you know what I'm saying?
They were getting along.
Like it was kind of hostile.
It was very hostile.
How was that, bro?
Think about this. I'm about to give you some board game that I really never give nobody. Charles Temple ran Big Boy Records. His nickname was Chuck.
Okay.
UNLV, Partners in Crime, here, but UNLV Cash Money, Partners in Crime, Big Boy, pump the party.
Yeah.
Okay.
And UNLV, that was that. I remember the song they had.
Living Violently. That's what it stood for. So picture this, Mystical.
Damn.
A lot of people don't know what UNLV stands for.
I didn't, bro.
Yeah. Urban Niggas Living Violent. And then you have Mystical, who was a male cheerleader in high school.
That's almost worse than NWA, bro.
It is, bro.
Like
Urban Niggas Living Violent. UNLV. It ain't the Running Rebels. It ain't the University of Nevada and Las Vegas. It's Urban Niggas Living Violently. That's the name
of it. That's that song.
Look, I'm going to drag him in the river.
Yeah, dump his body. Yeah.
Dump his body in Chuck Yard. Use a hoe, Mystical. Use a hoe, Mystical.
Chuck Yard, nigga, you talking about?
My partner, Chuck. I eulogized Chuck 4 years ago. I preached his funeral.
Man, R.I.P. to Chuck, bro.
And Chuck was the one.
What was his real name?
Charles Temple.
Charles
Big Boy Temple.
Charles Big Boy Temple.
Charles Temple, I met him in 77 in L.A. The lady who raised me, because my mama was 15 years old when she had me. So I just found this out the other day. My mom was the valedictorian of Dorsey High School in 1972.
Wow.
After she had me, man, my mama was smart as hell, bro. I just found out from my godmother, who my mama ain't talking to because of some trash. She was like, and then, when your mom graduated valedictorian. I said, whoop, 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 whoop. I said, rewind that.
Come on, when?
I said, mama graduated valedictorian. She said, boy, your mama was smart. What are you thinking about? Blew my mind, bro. I was almost in tears because I knew my daddy was smart, but my daddy was a rebel. My daddy literally fought against the Black Panthers and us when he found out they had been infiltrated by the FBI with COINTELPRO.
Wow.
He knew that they had...
Just prior to coming to Texas.
It's 1970, yeah. So, they were trying to recruit my dad because my dad's Swahili name, everybody had a Swahili name back then. His Swahili name was Kisasi Umpanduzi, which meant leader of the revolution. So if he's the leader of the revolution, then I'm the prince of the revolution.
Yeah, you was there.
I was born out of that. So people try to ask me now, like, why do I have so much fight when it comes to injustice and standing up for people? It's literally in my DNA, dog.
Yeah, you was born into it.
And you know what
that's
DNA
probably one of the reasons you think that probably pushed him towards the cloth as well?
Well, what pushed him to the cloth is this. My daddy caught a dope case. He was selling PCP. his homeboy snitched on him. Homeboy, he lived in an apartment where his name was Larry.
Snitches, bro.
Boy, let me tell you. And my daddy loved that Negro after the fact. Forgave him. But let me tell you something, bro. Jesus didn't like snitches. Judas hung himself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play with people who tell, bro. Like, I mean, God forgive me. If you a citizen, tell all you want. But if you call yourself being part of the street life,
oh yeah,
and you cooperating,
no,
say, bro, no. When you get caught, then you say, "Hey, lump, come on out the bushes with the blue shirt on and the blue jeans." They caught us. No, bro.
Oh, nigga, they caught you.
They caught you.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, so now we got to do it together. Now both of us sitting here and both of our families suffering and going to demise. But my daddy, he literally after he caught his case, this is crazy. I'm about to tell you something I'll never talk about because it's you. My grandmother told my daddy to go see this man in his house, and he was gonna give him something to help him beat the case.
Mm-hmm.
So he gonna got them sackcloths that look like they have potpourri in them. You can see through them.
Okay, yeah, like little clear kind of.
He put some stuff in there. Told my daddy to put it in his boot.
Mm-hmm. Wrong kind of stuff.
That nigga beat the case. And look, and my grandmother told him to go back around the corner after he beat the case.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, go tell him, man, thank you. And he went back around the corner.
Man was gone.
Been gone. So that's some spooky wooky stuff, man. Like some old hoodoo voodoo stuff.
Some old walk around the walls of Jericho.
Hey, man, look here, man. Look, that was the devil, man. I ain't giving it. With Jericho, they did it for God.
In the 7, well, yeah.
No, that nigga right there was a stone cold. He was an imp for the devil. But check this out, though. To this day, my dad, like he literally made sure when my grandmother died that she literally accepted Christ because he was like, bro, I remember them days going to the beach and her chanting stuff and throwing stuff to the Pacific Ocean at Venice Beach.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I knew as a little boy that wasn't right.
That wasn't right. He knew that it
was demonic. Like people always talk about the Illuminati and no, dog. It's one of two things. You either serving God or you serving the devil. Ain't no in between.
Big old facts.
That's just it, man. Okay, you call it voodoo, you call it black magic, nigga. That's the devil.
And so, and me and my other partner was having a similar discussion because it depends on belief system, right? It depends on belief system.
True.
If you grew up in this situation, you believe that, you've seen it work, right? Then how can I tell you what that is?
You can't. All I can do is respect it. And that's my thing. I tell people all the time. Delvin Benton said this. He pastors at Lounge Unity. And me and Delvin preached in a bunch of preaching bowls. Matter of fact, hey, Delvin, if you listen to this, I got your cigars from Miami. And if you don't hurry up, I'm going to smoke them joints.
We're going to get to these cigars in a minute.
So, man, look at this, man. I swear to you, bro. Delvin used to always say this. He said, hey, man, I tried Jesus for myself. He ain't let me down. So you got to have a personal relationship. And like you said,
I try to tell people it's about the relationship. If you had a relationship or have at least tasted it, right?
Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good.
Come on, bro.
Man. Like, come on, bro.
Then I don't mind pouring. Then I don't mind opening it. I don't mind being vulnerable. You see what I'm saying? Because it requires that. But if the relationship ain't there, or I can't see it, I can't feel it, then you good, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm all right. Like it's like people, I ain't going over there. The people want the money. Well, dog, the church got bills.
Oh yeah.
The Bible, Old Testament, it talks about Old Testament talks about bring you all the tithes in the storehouse. But what they don't understand is that was for the Levites. The Levites were the one who produced the priests. So when he said let a man give, well, when he talks about the giving it, basically all the other tribes and Malachi, those 11 give 10% of what they had to the Levites. That way the Levites didn't have to work. All they had to do was produce the preachers. And the Levite tribe went out to the other tribes and they gave them the priest of the day, or the preachers of what we call now, or the pastors, so that they wouldn't have to work and have to worry about it and only concentrate on getting the books right and getting it right for their soul.
People about,
then they shouldn't have to work. That's what they did. Then when you go to Matthew, when you go to Corinthians, he says, so let a man give who has a purpose in his heart, not grudgingly or necessity, because God loves a hilarious giver, a cheerful giver.
A cheerful giver.
So my thing is, man, get somewhere where you could be happy and give.
I was talking to my wife about that the other day.
And if you have malice in your heart, God, you got to understand.
Keep that. It's
Keep
not
that
worth
money,
it.
bro.
Like it is a waste. It is a waste, and it's disrespectful.
And it's burning a hole in your pocket.
That's what I'm saying. It's disrespectful to get that money if you giving it with haste.
Yeah, and then if you're giving it just because your grandmama gave. Man, give with a purpose. Every man who has So let a man give who has a purpose in his heart.
Mm-hmm. And grandma didn't understand she was teaching us that. Like I remember being given 50 cents to put in the offering plate.
And then missed the offering plate and went to the
stove.
To the Pac-Man machine down the street.
To the 9 later. So by the time Oxford comes, she's like, how y'all got 9 later? Because we was actually at the store during offering.
You know how many times Deacon Phillips and Brother Jones had to come down to the store to get us? Hey, son, that money should have been in Sunday school.
Oh, man.
Man, that money went on Honey Bun, soda, and Miss Pac-Man. What are you talking about?
Man, y'all tuned into the Mo City podcast, man. I'm on here chopping it up with my big homie, man, OG Lump. Bro, so let's talk about this here. On the level, right? Mm-hmm. You was just doing the what was that? The little flip shoot. Yeah. Right. So talk about that for a minute. The relationship with Lil Flipperachi. Shout out to him. I got some money with Flip before with my other partner Mark Anthony some years ago, and so Flip always been a solid cat.
Man,
always been solid, bro.
Man. Anybody who had a problem with these Houston rappers who knew him and they thought that they changed, this is what you have to remember. I love cats because cats have always been authentic with me. My relationship has always been different because I was in the business and I watched Flip come into the business when he was in high school. And I watched him get ostracized for different things, and I watched him hold his head. I watched people talk about him when he caught a case, but then when he invested his money in tech and came back on these boys, I watched him then. My point to y'all is this. Flip came and got me. He was like, OG, I see what you're doing. OG, you got a spot for me to film this video? And what I realize now, man, is that with On the Level, people always give me credit for so many hits. I just sold 177 million.
Yeah, I saw some of the plex.
Yeah, the plex.
My boy got real plex. Like I see Cash Money chain on his neck now.
Cash
Money
and
plex got all kind of plex.
I just talked to Baby yesterday. They about to do something special, and they got an artist from here named KD. It's a trip, bro. But my point is this: I'm only hot because God gave me the ability to have relationships with people.
Man,
relationships are everything. I call Mr. Gilliman from Southwest Wholesale. And guess what Baby said? Mr. Gilliman, whatever Mr. Gilliman needs. Bro, right now they're doing a documentary. And they interviewed Mr. Gilliman. They interviewed me. And the dude said something to me yesterday. He said, hold on. I'm going to let you talk to Tory because you're filling in pieces. Everybody else talks about after the explosion, what you just said. That's why I kind of laughed when you said it. Said, but you were there. I was like, yeah, absolutely. And I was there in a different capacity.
Yeah, in a totally different capacity.
Because here's the deal. I introduced Baby and Slim to Wendy Day.
Shout out to Wendy.
Man, I don't like
Wendy. Been getting it in for a long time.
Wendy did some real janky stuff to me, but it's cool. I get it. But here's the deal. Wendy got him in the building, but this is a fact that nobody knows. And my partner will never talk about it, but I am. Tony Draper is the one who got them the meeting with the bidding war started. And Baby hadn't been able to thank Tony properly.
You talking about the Universal bidding war?
The Universal bidding war. Yeah. When Tommy Boy got involved, when Loud Records got involved.
Oh, trying to get Cash Money.
Tony started that.
Shout out to Draper. Man.
So Draper is the one who gave me my first account. And when I got laid off in October from working for a pharmaceutical company, I ain't gonna even say their name because they're some busters. They fired 50 of us on our day off.
Yeah.
And then look, today before I came in here, I ran into the dude who's responsible for me to stay or go. And his daddy and I are partners.
Wow.
And all I could do was smile. I wanted to punch him in his jaw. Because but look what he did. Soon as it happened.
For life-changing moments. Because I'm just the same person no more.
Yeah, it's like, cuz first of all, you could have called me and gave me a heads up. These fools called me on my day off and fired me. I felt like Craig on Friday.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was laughing earlier when you said that.
I was so mad, but look at what happened. October 2nd, I reunited with Holman Street. October 15th, I got laid off. October 16th, I talked to Draper. Draper said, Big Baby, I'm glad they fired your ass. I said, what you mean?
Yeah, I got something for you to do.
Nigga, you know, I'm managing Mount Westmore. Send me an invoice. I said, for how much? He said, nigga, I didn't ask you that. Send me an invoice. I said, huh? Mind you, again, flip back. In 96, he gave me my first contract. He gave me my first label, Relativity, because Big D and Tony kept bumping heads. Made Big D rest in peace, my mentor. So he took the account from Big D, excuse me, and gave it to me.
And that was like an imprint?
That's when Relativity, you got to remember Relativity. Fat Joe was on Relativity.
Yeah, I remember Relativity.
They had Link, the boy from the one who wrote My Body, went to Prairie View.
Okay.
He wrote all the stuff for LSG. He wrote
that song.
He wrote that record. He had a song. How would you like it if I hit you with a 69? He has a classic.
I remember the name Link with the Q.
He was a Link. He was LINK. He was on Relativity, which was a rap label, but they produced the R&B record, one of the most slept on R&B records in the world, like for real. Link is performing now. He performed.
Okay, and so Draper gave you the Relativity opportunity.
He gave me the Relativity opportunity. So now we fast forward 26 years.
Wow.
That was in 96. So now here we are, 26 years later, when I lose my job at the pharmaceutical company.
So 96.
Look at what he said though.
96, I was a junior at Willow Ridge.
I was 26 years old in 96. So now we're looking at 26 years later. I'm 52 now. So 26 years later, history repeats itself. But the only thing different is this. I've got knowledge now. Draper said, hey.
Oh, yeah. Experience kicks in. Knowledge kicks in.
Send me an invoice. I said, how much? He said, nigga, you just lost your job. Fill it in. I said, Draper, I'm hurting right now. Give me a number. Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
I get the check. I get half the check. He said, give me a 1099 so I can see the rest of your money. When he sent me the check, it was for the whole amount, not just the half. He said, nigga, I can count. Go have a good time. I got some more records coming for you.
Shout out to the real ones, man.
And look, Draper and Baby, I'm mad at Baby. I ain't talked to Baby in a year. I'm in the car with Mike White, with White Mike. I call him Suge White.
Okay.
It's my business partner in TSG. TSG is my other
shooter group.
The shooter group. He shoots with a gun.
Mm-hmm. You shoot with the camera.
I shoot with.
I saw that. The paint gun. Y'all on them whips. Y'all killing them cars right now.
The first car show is
killing them cars right now.
First car show is May 6th. In Port Arthur,
killing
Texas.
Them cars right now. I saw that. You've been doing like the whole makeovers and all of that. Yeah,
slick with it, you know. But people got to remember, I started off doing car shows with Surround by Sound with Floyd.
Okay.
So I showed the box how to do the first car show when I was 18 years old, and then you have to remember. So I started smoking cigars in '96 as well. That's when I started traveling.
Okay.
So now I'm doing a car show series, and I get to honor my partner Floyd, who owns Surround by Sound. The same Floyd that was in Money and the Power. He hate when I do this, but when Faye say I got him up with Floyd, and Floyd be some dope. That's the Floyd that raised me. Floyd then came home. He did his time. He went to university. He went to the Hard Knock University for 10 years. If he would have mentioned my name, I'd have been there next to him. I ain't never been to jail, Chuck, for a parking ticket. God has been on my side because I should be under the jail and dead. But check this out, though. First car show. This is how small the world is. The other deal that I helped get was Toe Down, and I helped get Sean Dre.
Toe Down.
Me and Toe Down got to talk because Mike fixed that relationship. White Mike. I call him now Suge White because he's 6'6". So, you know, Mike played ball. And Mike went to Worthing for a couple of months, and he played football. He played ball at U of H. Then he went to Idaho and played ball, and then started a semi-pro team.
Okay, shout out to Mike.
And his daughter is a phenom, Houston Rose. Man, this girl got her followers just went up 70,000 on Instagram in the past 2 weeks. She's a AAU phenom with the cheerleading.
Okay.
If you go to her page right now,
what's her name?
Houston Rose. Houston Rose. Hey man, Houston is her name. Mind you, Mike named his daughter Houston. Hey, look, bro. When I tell you this little girl, she different, bro. I'm about to show you something like real talk. But here's the deal: we doing the first car show in here she is right now. Spelled different. That's Houston Rose. Man, look at her. Just scroll up. Look at the followings. Look. Just look at one of the.
And this is Pops right here, or this is coach or something.
That's her coach. No, Mike is a big old white boy. But look. That's the one who's that's the little girl that's in the flip video, the little white girl who comes to the counter. I got her in the video for Mike. And then while we was out there, the other car that's in there, the Monte Carlo Faso.
She is in that video.
That's her. That car we got at the shop. Everett Car Faso, Willow Ridge legend. His car is at the shop. So May the 6th in Port Arthur, Texas, I'm doing my first car show. I'm going to tell you how small the world is. PAT at the Humidor. And the name of it is Cognac Cars and Cigars. I'm doing a whole series of car shows at all.
You said May 6th?
May 6th, Saturday, May 6th. We're going to start at 3 o'clock and we're going to go to 6. We having a Surround by Sound Award for like the all-around best slab. We got, that's at the Humidor. And here's the other crazy part. Chandre and De La and Vince, they own the Humidor in Port Arthur, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chandre is the dude who owned Inner Soul Records. Probably trying to figure out where does Inner Soul Records come from. I helped them get their deal at Electrum. 25 lighters on my dresser. Yes, sir. So the guy who owned the label,
Mm-hmm.
him and my homeboy Jay Will, may he rest in peace, OD. And then the dude Vince, who's part owner with the Humidor, him and Floyd was cellies when they was in the federal vacation.
Man, it's crazy how connections be happening.
Bruh, it's wild.
How connections be happening. And then for it to, especially to resurface 10, 15, 20 years later, 25 years later.
That's you have to treat people correctly.
Yeah. You gotta treat people correctly. You gotta treat people with respect.
You do. Right. It's like you was the first one with the jacket. Like you was like, dog, I need that jacket. It was you, then Erica Nocturnal, and then my homeboy Champ. And now folks is coming and they want the jacket. And I'd be like, yeah, it's 300. Huh? I said, I tell you what, do the math. You got about almost 20 patches on that jacket.
And I'm about to add 2 more.
And then look,
I need the chief everywhere.
I got you on that.
And I'm gonna add the most serious patch to it. So
that's and your patch is almost done. Like I don't know reason why I ain't done because I ain't call you for the money. But they did it both ways. They doing it for like the chest side or like the back sides, and they doing it for this, and it's a patch. So it ain't just direct to garment.
Yeah,
you can order them in patch. So you can order it in the patch form like that one right there. And just did that. But I'm investing in my partner because I can cut through the red tape. He's the one.
Yeah, because that was the challenge before. You like it was just running into challenge trying to get hold to the patches in a timely fashion.
And then I found somebody in the States to do it. So actually, this is even crazy. I found somebody in Houston to do it. And hell no, I ain't telling y'all.
Everything in the H, bro.
Everything is in the H, dog. So it's like it's a blessing, bro. And like Floyd, I've been trying to get Floyd for years to do the car show. And he just, after coming home, you got to kind of reacclimate. Mm-hmm. And it took him some years to reacclimate. When they catch you with $1 million in the false bottom of a truck and you come home and then all the money gone,
yeah, you don't feel like doing nothing.
But he gave me a job at the Star Hope when I left the railroad. And that's how I started at the Star Hope. And then I left Star Hope, went to the railroad, and then the Lord knocked that out of my hand because I let money be my God and I didn't allow God to be my money. And then for 7 years, man, I just been kind of like on my ass. But when I tell you, when I joined my church October the 2nd, when I got let go on October the 15th, the man said, "Man, what's happening? Yeah, Mr. Lumpkin, you don't sound like you're bothered." I said, "Bro, I got a computer and a laptop, and I serve a God who don't stop." And that was the 15th. So I talked to Tony on the 16th. I lied, and then I made more money in 1 month.
Y'all hearing the testimony about the power of faith,
bro?
Like all you hearing is faith. The bottom line is that you kept the faith. You know what I'm saying?
I stopped saying I believe God. I started saying I know God. Believe to me is saying
they different. They totally
believe
different.
is like saying I don't know if God will.
They different.
Knowing means I know that God will, and I know that He can.
Knowing means I actually got experience in a relationship with Him,
bro. I don't believe nothing no more. I just know God will. I don't believe no more. Belief is in the word belief, pisteuo in the Greek means to wholly, WHOLLY, and trust God with your all and your everything. So to me, that means I know Him experientially. So people look at me and they don't think preacher. I know they look at you, they don't think preacher. That's fine. What does a preacher look like? Because in the Bible, what we see as a pastor.
Oh, it's not what they look like.
And not only that God ain't even recognize that.
Not what they look like at all.
God recognizes action.
Exactly.
God, He recognizes action. He wants to see if your tongue in your shoe and the tongue in your mouth, do they line up? They're checking to see if your word, your heart, and your actions are on one accord.
Can you walk it like you talk it,
bro? Like that's why that song is so big.
Yeah. Can you say it like you display it? Like me and JT got a song. Can you say it like you display it, bro?
I'm still.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's part of it. I feel like if and people who know me from the streets, they know me from the church, they know me from corporate America, they know me musically, right? It's the same Chuck, bro. It's the same Chuck. You know what I'm saying? I pray for you. If you call for that, you want to go speak privately, we can do that. If we need to box, I can come from the shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
I tell everybody all the time, my hands on my conversation match.
Straight up.
So, and I ain't tough. I'm not tough, bro. Like you probably gonna whoop me, but you got to fight me every day.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be easy.
No, you're gonna wake up so. You're gonna wake up so. No, it ain't gonna be easy, man. It ain't sweet over here. One thing about it, man, is I think a lot of brothers don't come and I don't even say Christianity anymore. I don't even call myself a Christian anymore. I think the term is overused and it's been hoarded out. I just say I'm Christ-like. And the reason why I do that now is because
to differentiate the two, because Christianity gives a negative, because so many people have been burned and hurt by Christians.
Church hurt is so big, bro. And it's a lot of good people. Pastor had a listening session at the church. He did it with the kids from 18 to 35, and he did it from 35 to 50 plus. And the people came out. He catered the food after church, 2 different sessions.
Yeah, two different target demographics. Yeah.
He got the real feedback, bro. And people were very transparent.
Of course.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Small setting, you can give more.
You can like especially when you feed them.
And that's exactly what happened. We called it brunch, Sunday brunch.
Yeah.
And they had like Christian mimosas, or they had Christ-like mimosas. You know, it was cool. You know, people like that idea, bro. And I'm so pleased with my pastor. My point is, I'll let a younger man lead me if I know he's following God.
Oh man, exactly. Like that's you have to be able to do that.
Boy,
you got because he just probably spent more time in the Word. He got a different anointing, but more importantly, his heart in the right place.
And then we did the thing, Third Ward takeover, in Third Ward with the YMCA Food Bank and the CUNY homes. We did that.
That was the other day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Saturday.
Yeah, shout out to my kinfolk, man. DJ Magic Mike was out there.
Yeah, Magic Mike was in the back. I took a picture cut.
That's my fam.
I took a picture cut, and look what Pastor do. This is one thing I love about my pastor. He walked over to people, and you know what he did? Hey, I'm Mary Martin. He didn't say I'm pastor, nothing. It was one lady, her name was Janice. I'll never forget this lady as long as I live. When I say she was one of the trillest ladies I ever met in the world, she was over there talking and cussing and having a good time. And you know me, it's like when you go to church, like Steve Harvey said, you like the old ladies, Sister Odell, when they be cussing and talking. You know that they telling the truth. Hey, but man, this is the crazy part, cuz she said, I said, you need to come to the church. She was like, who your pastor? I said, you were just talking to him. She said, oh my God. I said, ma'am, don't you do that.
Yeah,
I said, don't you do that. I said, you come to church. I said, you got a church home over there where we at. I said, you might come a visitor, but you're going to leave a member. She said, boy, you so talk. I said, look here, ma'am. I don't follow no anybody. Hey. I'm not following on anybody, man. And it was called, hold on, cuz, let me tell you. It was called, man, what the world? Okay, hold on. Holman Street. You know, we got a strong code. Shout out to Jared Gearstan for doing what she do on the thing, on the Instagram. Third Ward on tap. And bro, when I tell you, man, come on. That's the youth minister. He over there on cotton candy. That boy right there. Them children was having, they go past him. And there go the little kids. Of course, you know, I'm on camera duties. Yeah, but bro, my point is just simply, man, the real church handles the community. Like if you can't handle the community that you surrounded in and all your members come from elsewhere, say, man, you missing the mark. Like down the street, I told Pastor.
Me and Pastor Davis had this conversation because the reality for our church is like 50-50, right? Matter of fact, it's probably 60-40, 60% of the membership not from Third Ward. Now, I'm coming from Mo City, right? You got people, and I'm working there. I'm there every Tuesday, every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, we got people come from Katy, people come from Pearland, people coming from all over, and then you got the 40%, and they usually older, right? Because they've been part of the community for the last.
They ain't going nowhere.
Oh, they ain't going nowhere.
They ain't going nowhere.
They've been there for 70 years. You know what I'm saying? Like July come, it'll be the church's 149th anniversary.
Jordan Grove been there that long?
Yeah, they were started by slaves in 1879. Off of Dowling. Off of Dowling, bro. Big facts. Big old facts, yeah.
And this is even crazier. My grandfather, my great-grandfather, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, William Smith. My daddy was named after Uncle. He was named after Pops. He was a pioneer deacon at Antioch downtown. When they did they had that big display down there. I see my grandfather on there, dog.
Oh yeah, he on the cornerstone.
But let me tell you what he did, man. This is crazy, man. I'm about to make you holler laughing. Pops should have been a preacher, but he didn't preach, right? But he tell my daddy, but Pops was an Indian. They was real. If you look at his skin, you know he was an Indian. He said, William, these niggas ain't here, ain't shit. He said, man, they'll believe me. Shout to anything. What? You don't believe me? Watch me Sunday. When I start praying, everybody gonna have their eyes closed and their heads down. Look up at me. Look up at me. So he done prayed them to a frenzy. They, he said, and the God will be with you. He's gonna walk with you. He's gonna talk with you. And Lord, no. We all need you. They, oh. He looked at my daddy. My daddy looked at him. He said, Pops winked his eyes. He said, Black Eyed Peas. He said, niggas fell out. But moral of the story is, you Negroes better stop playing with God at church. I said, man. And my auntie, my grandmother, my great-mother, man, they all said, Pops did it. My daddy said everybody's eyes was closed and he was in the front, right? Because he loved going to church with Pops. He said he looked at him and he looked around and he said, Pops kind of, yeah. And I didn't get a chance to meet Pops, but I saw his pictures. He was 6'6", man. That's where I get my height from, right?
Oh, man.
He looked at my daddy and said,
so true, though.
Black Eyed Peas. He said, they started running out the church, so man.
Yeah, this happened Sunday. Pastor was preaching and somebody started hollering, kind of just, it was quiet. And they was like, glory. And in the middle of his sermon, he was like, people be just hollering at the wrong time, man.
I love that Davis, man. I love it. When I tell you I love your pastor, oh my God.
Oh man, I'm upstairs at the sound booth.
I know you almost. Now picture me. I'm at the front of the church at home.
I see I'm my way. I'm upstairs in the back. I'm out of sight.
I got to take pictures, but here's my thing though. Through the lens, everything
man.
is different. So I'll be looking at Pastor's face when certain stuff be happening, like at the end of service, he be really trying to get out.
Yeah, time to go.
So people be coming up to him, he be scrunched up. I'll be like,
and they want pictures, they want to pose, they want this. Okay.
Like, give extra, like, because he has a script, bro. Like, he ain't playing no games, bro. It's an order of service, and he has last right on what's happening. And if the wrong person come to him to try to tell him something,
oh, he trying to hear that.
Boy, when his face be scrunched, he already got them old funny eyes. He looked like a pet bull by the eyes anyway. The pet bull's got them funny eyes. Them old funny green eyes. Hey, man, Murray Martin ain't playing. And then, Murray ain't small, man.
No, he's not.
And they keep on thinking, man, like, y'all better leave him alone, because if y'all walk up there too quick.
And how old is he now?
If I'm 52, he probably 46.
Okay.
He's a little bit younger. He might not even be 46, bro, because, he just was pastoring in Bay City before he came. Look, them people miss him so much down there. Every week or so, at least once a month, people come down from his church.
Yeah, to come here.
Because one of his partners took over the church, and then one of my homegirls, it was her friend who got the church. So, again, the world is small. But in terms of marketing and promotions, if I can do it for the streets,
yeah, then we could definitely
the kingdom
do it
has
for
to
the
have
kingdom. You have to do it for the kingdom.
And it ain't no if, buts, or what.
And that's kind of why I've been in my role, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful because I'm salaried, right? So they pay me, but it's like,
look at you.
I've been doing it for years, right? For that reason, because I see it's more than the bread. It's like, dude, I know that they need this. They need live streaming. We need an app. We need to give online. We need these things. You know what I'm saying? In order to push ministry forward.
Your pastor appreciates it.
Oh, he shows me. He shows me, and he tells me all the time.
I took pictures for the church one time. They told me to take pictures for I call it auxiliaries, right? And if pastor asked me to do something, I ain't ready to say no. Now, if the membership, he'll tell you, membership come to you, Reverend. And he talk kind of, hey, Reverend, if they come to you now, you give me a price list. You give me a price list. So I just, and she was like, how much do you charge? For church, I've always done this. Here's my price. Here's my rate sheet. Y'all pick and choose what y'all want to do, but just give accordingly, because remember the Bible says labor is worthy of his hire. So I didn't think nothing of it. I'm taking these pictures and getting people after church to take pictures.
It's a hard challenge.
I just got the mic. Hey, y'all got a hot mic? Give me the mic. Hey, come on, y'all. Right here.
It's a hard job.
But bro, I'm gonna tell you how God blessed me. And this is after I had lost my job. And money was coming in like peanut butter. It wasn't coming, and the bills was going out like oil. But it was coming in like peanut butter. You hear me?
I'll give you loud and clear.
And Sister Douglas came by.
She like that sometimes.
She said, here, Reverend Lumpkin, here go your check. I forgot to give it to you last night. I opened up that check. Boy, big old booger formed in my nose. Big old snot bubble formed in my nose. Because I wasn't doing it for that.
I'm like, thank you.
Boy, look here, I almost shot a booger out my nose, man. You hear me?
Hey, man. So look here. Talk to me, because we talked about, kind of the journey. The journey from LA to Houston, right? And within that, you got to the Ridge, and it's my assumption that that's kind of where the relationship with Face kind of formed at.
Yeah, it's at Willow Ridge, man. Okay. That's when he used to be in there with he had a Luther Vandross Jerry curl. It wasn't quite right. And he used to have a bomber jacket.
And shout out to you, Face Mob. I got you on the wall in here. We got a wall of our top
you at
5
the top,
rappers.
dog. You at the top, Brad.
True spill, bro.
Skinny Gangster. He got you, baby. He got you. And check it out. Here's a small world is, bro. I met Face at Willie Ridge, but I got cool with Face because Floyd owns Surround by Sound. Floyd had Brad first before Little Troy.
Okay.
Floyd and Rob Ina, they had him first.
Breaking news. Okay.
So, because Floyd was the man with the money.
Yeah, he was, and he had the business acumen.
And Brad had some little issues. Floyd locked him in the bathroom for a weekend. He ain't had no more issues. Yeah, like, so guess what though? I love Brad. Brad is my favorite. He's my favorite rapper of all time. He did it solo. He did it with a group. He did it as an executive, and he beat renal cancer.
Facts.
And he never changed. He's never been faded on the collaboration. Never. Jay-Z didn't fade him. And every rapper that has a top 10 faces in their top 5.
Yeah.
So how come he ain't the GOAT? Not from the South, because y'all don't do that with Jay-Z. Y'all don't do that with Q.
He's
just
top 5.
the GOAT,
He's
bro.
top 5.
He's
yeah,
top 5.
Like he's there.
He'll swallow your favorite rapper.
Facts. They know that.
Yeah, they know it.
They know that.
Yeah, and they do know it. So when I was able to take the album cover picture for Deeply Rooted, he tricked me. He was like, "Man, take some pictures for the inside." I went to Watkins, stood on the corner, turned down the street, took the picture of the church, Floyd's old house.
MLK, it's right there.
Watkins, on Cullen
near Reed Road.
It's right by airport. And I took it and I shot down the street. And then I went over to Woodson because I went to Woodson. And I took the picture back over Woodson. So the inside of the album cover is a picture of Woodson by the gate. And then the album cover is Mike. And if you look at it, it's Mike, old school, homie from the hood. He walking down the street. That's how that happened. But that's my dude. And he started coming to C-Dot to the cigar lounge.
The face, man.
Because I said, y'all don't bother me. He just want to be normal. He don't like taking pictures. So if you run up on face with a camera, you're going to have a bad day. You're going to have a bad day. Leave him alone, man. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Introduce yourself like Ice Cube say, walk up to me, give me a firm shake, and then break. Because, bro, his job is just rapping. You don't come to your job knocking pencils out your hand.
Man, trust me, I've been a Face fan for a long. Obviously, I mean, Houston grew up listening to all of
and
that,
he went
you
to
know what I'm saying? Exactly. And so, but I hadn't watched a performance of his for a long time until what was this, 2 years ago? Or was this last year when him and Cube came down? It was at Smart Financial.
Not the one that I gave him the award at, the one after that.
The one after that. I missed that one. I made him I saw the pictures for that one. I saw the pictures from that one. But man, dog, to get there and watch him stand up there, bro, with like
15,000 people, bro.
With an empty stage. I'm talking about it's him and the mic. It's him and the mic.
And guess what?
You know what I'm saying?
You feel like you feel like you're up there with him. And then he's painting word pictures.
Oh.
You can't beat that, bro.
Bro, DJ dropped All I Have in This Room. Oh my God.
They went nuts.
Here we go, dog. So man, shout out to Face, man.
Face Mob, Skinny Gangster.
Hey man. So okay, what you got on this list, Chuck? We talked about Holman Street. We talked about the kind of you working with Cash Money No Limit. I think that's just dope.
Man, and here's the thing, man. P made me make a choice. I was in the airport one day coming back from New Orleans. When Southwest, it used to be $100 each way, even at the last minute. That's when Southwest used to go to New Orleans every 30 minutes or every hour. Hey, what's up, Lump, bro? I see you working over there with that $, man. Hey, man, you're going to have to make a choice. I said, a choice? You know how to P talk.
Yeah.
I said, P, man, you got a lot of artists on your label, man. Like, I don't tell you who to have. Lump, man, you know, me and Dog really don't get down like that. Ain't no real beef, but me and Dog don't get down like that. I said, huh? He said, man, you got to make a choice, Lump. I was like, yeah, okay. I had to stop working for No Limit, but I worked for Priority. So I lost a No Limit direct account with Nick. Nick was a homie. Nick, shout out to Nick. But I still kept it through Priority. But
through the major.
But I was collecting checks. Boy, like I worked for Interscope, but G-Unit still paid me too. Boy, I was making so much money. I swear to God. This
was like on media work, or this was like just big homie work? Like this
right here just me working records in the street.
Okay, just straight promo.
Straight promo. Boy, I used to make $25,000 a month on the low end on retainers.
Wow.
I used to make real dope boy money. And my biggest problem was I gave most of it away.
Yeah, because you've always been
I'm gonna give it to you,
Yeah,
man.
you've
I don't
always
care,
been that person.
bro. And look, here's the thing: you can get this phone, and you can go through all these numbers. Like when I tell you, I
And
make
this is real promo, y'all. So this ain't like 2023 where you can add a budget and do a bunch of social media. This
No,
was
man, this is
on the streets. This was hand-to-hand
here's me
combat.
and
This
Draper,
was
bro.
wow.
I gave that to Draper at the Ice Cube show, at the Face show, bro. That's some of them plaques. See y'all.
Yeah, I know. I've seen them
plaques.
plex.
So look,
I've
man,
seen them plex.
I've been blessed, and my homegirls asked me for this the other day. He used to say this all the time. I'm about to make you bust out laughing.
Send that plaque picture to me. I'm gonna cut it in on this video when I edit.
We just happened to wear it.
Man, shout out to Joey Crack on the same day.
With the same shirt.
I see that.
I need my head tore off, bro. But yeah, man, you know, and it's crazy because I just been to some cool places, bro, and in some cool rooms, and I've had
cool
the opportunity
places, meet some cool people.
I couldn't even tell half of the stories because it'd be like I was snitching.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't say that. And even when me and Baby was at each other, me and Mike was in the car about 2 months ago. He was like, "What's up with Baby?" I said, "Man, fuck Baby." So he say, come on, man.
Yeah,
I said, you know what? Let me call him. I called him. We hadn't talked in over a year.
Mm-hmm.
I've been talking to Slim, and he'd be laughing. Slim be like, "Bro, you and Baby stay fighting, bro. Y'all stay fighting." I said, "Man, I just asked the man one question, man. How you gonna get mad at me, bro? You know that nigga sensitive when it come to you, bro." Yeah, it was one of them questions too.
One of them questions, nigga. I know.
So I said, "Hey, dog." I said, "Nigga, Lump and Baby gonna always fall out, but Orion and Brian, we can't fall out." I said, "I love him. You can't ever change that." He said, "Say, bro, we got to start over. Let's start from right here and go for it. I respect your profession. I know what you can do." When he said that, bro,
that was enough. That's like
and then
that's
said,
almost more valuable than the bag. You know what I'm saying?
This is how the conversation went. Let me talk to Draper, bro. I was never able to properly thank Draper.
Wow. So
what he did.
Took it to what you was already thinking about.
So look, I'm in a car. Mike is going crazy. Mike is like, he's just like, you just acting like this is normal. I said, it is, bro. He said, "Hey, look, man, get me on the telephone with Draper." I said, "All right." Draper had already told me. He said, "Man, I left my 3-hour-old son, got on the plane because Baby said he needed me. I didn't want nothing from him. I wanted him to get them money out them people." Baby called me back and said, "Say, bro, thank you." Me and Draper got it straight. He said, "Say, man, give me Bun number." He said, "I got it somewhere, but I need to talk to Bun because now and Fresh gonna be on this rodeo thing." He said, "Let me talk to Bun. I need to talk to Bun."
That shit was so hard, dog. Shout out to the Southern Takeover, Bun B. You did that. And I went last year. Last year was hard. Shout out to Slim and H and everybody from the H who put it down last year.
It's still Chuck and Mo Series?
Yeah, Chuck at MoSerious.com. But then I went this year. Me and wifey went, bro.
I'm about to give you some breaking news.
Shout out to Erykah Badu, bro.
Man, look, here go the breaking news.
Bro, when she came out, it was a wrap.
Guess who else asked me? Guess who other number he asked me for? He said, "Say, bro, I want to talk to the old man." I said, "Who?" He said, "Say, bro, I want to talk to the old man." I said, "Is it cool?" He said, "Yeah, everything cool." But people who don't know, the old man is Jay Prince. And you know the thing with Drake and them in the book and all of that. I can say this now. He said, "Bro, them people had them thinking that I had the money from Drake. And I didn't. They insinuated it." He said, "But I took the licks because God built me to take them licks." He said, "I couldn't tell when." He said, "I couldn't tell Wayne because Wayne was going to go back and say, well, Baby said," so he couldn't do it. So he said, "I just took the licks." And then when Universal got it up to a certain number, and it's a high-ass number, it's a 3-digit number, and with some M's on the end of it, he said, "I just broke bread. Everybody got paid." But he said when they got paid, they found out what actually happened.
Yeah, it wasn't just, "Here go this chick. I ain't paying y'all just to clear my name. I'm paying y'all because y'all was supposed to." You know what I'm saying?
But I didn't have the money to pay y'all.
Yeah, and
then look, he did it, bro. And then guess what?
That's real.
He came back.
People still hating.
And he said that Jay knew what it was, but he said that Jay felt like maybe, he said, "Hey, man, I hope we can get past it." He said, "Say, bro, I can never be mad at you." He said, "Yeah, I was in my feelings because you went to the media." He said, "But, bro, I can never be mad at a man who told me how to word a contract." And Jazz and Wayne grew up together. I watched that with my own eyes. And he said, "Thank you, man." And then you know what the number he asked me for last? This is the one that blew me away. Still working on it because I wasn't able to get directly, so I got to talk to Mr. Servon. He said, "Say, bro, I want to talk to that dude from my city, bro." I said, "Who?" He said, "Master P." Bro, I almost cried, dog. Do you know what's gonna happen if Tony Draper, Jay Prince, and Master P get on the same page?
Man, because it was like, it seemed like we was almost there. Like
It
when,
was,
when you
but
look at
they
when you
messed
look at the time in the 90s, when I look at the 8 Ball and MJGs and like the stuff we was listening to, Super Tight, UGK, and all of that, like that was that era.
Baby got on the telephone.
That was that era.
Face is the reason that him and his brother started their label. He told Face that, bro. So he talked to Face that day too.
Okay.
So, you know, for me to be a part of that, and then my partner, he's sitting up here like, you just acting like this is normal. I was like, it is. I said, this is what I do, man. God put me in this position for relationships.
But to give these networks, to give the connections, and not just that, but to give you the personality to manage those connections. And right? Because everybody can't do that. Everybody can't.
Spoke out of turn, but bro, let me tell you something, bro. I love these dudes, bro. And I love these dudes beyond music. And, you know, everybody talk about rapping like this. And, hey, man, that ain't my business. I don't give a damn about what they're going through. All I know is that Jay gave me an opportunity to get a plaque, and I got my first plaque with him with Do or Die. Jay has always been honorable with me.
Rap a lot. Shout out to Jay Prince.
And I hate that it happened, you know, everything that happened. And I'm not going to even mention what happened because if you listen to this podcast, you know what happened. My thing is, unfortunate things happen every day. And if y'all going to make it to be one way with one set of group of people, make it be that way with both sets of people. So talk about it all.
True spill.
But man, we got to end because I got an old man P that I got to go do.
All right, so let's leave on this note. Let's talk about the cigars real quick. Oh, you got a whole cigar
on the level smokes,
like the whole it's a whole movement
on the level smokes.
And correct me if I'm wrong. It didn't start off like that. It started off with you just kind of puffing and connecting, and then it's turned into
this
into
so
this
now,
whole thing.
Can we cut right now and go pee?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And he was like, "Man, I got them." I was like, "Yeah, but you ain't got this though, nigga."
Yeah, I watched them in Ghetto Boys Reloaded.
Yeah,
I check it out all the time. Man, so what you think about that? Get your opinion on that.
Ghetto Boys Reloaded. I think
well, no, specifically about the conversation they was having with the Grammys. Though.
I think they both have valid points. But here's the deal. In reality. Whenever you say F the Grammys and then be mad that you can't get on, that you're not on there, you know, it's kind of like, okay, Will. But that's growth. And growth, you might have said that when you were younger.
But yeah, now you.
But here's my thing.
Things change.
But even more important than that, bro, we need our own platforms, and we need to stop being scary.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they go facts.
I'm always coming to your podcast. I don't give a damn if you got 2 subscribers, and the reason why is because with them 2 subscribers, somebody might get some information, or they might get some inspiration, some illumination, some motivation. And they could be the next John Singleton. They could be the next Gordon Parks. They can be the next Brad Jordan. They could be the next most serious. Somebody said something to me the other day that tripped me out. If I pay dues, then why should my son have to pay the same dues?
I'm saying, like, why is it our culture that make putting on for your family a problem? Like, we don't culture that make that a challenge,
bro.
Every other culture, they intentionally save and put stuff aside to make the lower seeds.
And then look, and they do insurance.
Yeah, they run the whole play. They run the whole play from the business side to the insurance side to the banking and financial side to the credit side. They run the entire play.
And we still selling plates.
And we still putting them out at 18 with no plan.
No plan. That's the worst thing in the world.
Like go and
plan for yourself.
Come on, bro.
And you 18, really? At 18, bro, I couldn't even pee straight.
Look, I went and got my first felony. Like, that's what I did. I went and got a felony. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would have did. And it took 20 years for that to finally stop bothering me, bro. So man, look up, man. Y'all watching the Mo City podcast. I'm in here with my OG Lump, man. We in here just really politicking and chopping it up, bro.
You asked me about your cigar.
Yeah. So Lump hit me up, bro. Shout out to C Dot. I went up there and puffed on one.
Y'all got to come by my Wednesday spot too. Parlay 1901 Taft Street, Houston, Texas 770.
That's a cigar spot as well.
It's not a cigar spot. It's just a bar and grill.
It's a regular bar and grill. But they have
a covered patio, an uncovered patio. They have inside dining. They have another outside dining, and they have a rooftop thing.
Okay. And
it's all in the heart of 4th Ward downtown, other side of downtown. It's incredible. Hookah. It's adult fun. It's places where adults can go without it being too young. You know what I'm saying? Like I like smoking. I've been smoking for a while. So my thing is I'm not getting ready to be nowhere where there's a bunch of younger cats. Younger cats, it tends to be if it's a cool spot, it's too many dudes and not enough women. And when there's too many dudes and not enough women, that's when the fight starts.
Yeah, then we ice grilling.
And I'm not doing none of that. Yeah. I'm not doing none of that. So I'm going somewhere to where I can have some adult fun. I can drink some adult Jesus juice without being judged for it. And Bible doesn't say not to get drunk.
What time they open?
4:00 on Wednesdays, 4 until 10. But from 4 to 8, I do 50-cent wings and $6 lemon drops.
Okay.
It's off the hook, bro. It's literally off the hook. Like, if you come up there, you're going to be like, for real?
Because I don't go out. I was just telling them homeboy Champ this, bro. Like, I don't go out, bro.
I don't
only time I go out is by invite. Like, I got to be invited. Wow.
That's how long.
That's throwback, dog.
I'm going to shoot that to you.
Yeah, shoot them to me, bro. That's a throwback.
I've been messing with this dude for a long time.
Throwback. Wow. That's like, what was that, a FUBU jersey?
That's a Red Sox jersey. Matter of fact, I'm about to send it to him. I'm gonna see what he say.
But yeah, I don't go out, bro. It'd be invite only. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm working. If I go out, then I'm streaming the event. We podcasting.
I ain't gonna lie. I see you in there podcasting on when we was in
well, Mo City Grill, I was streaming that event for them, you know what I'm saying? And so I'll be like, if I go out, I'm working. It's rare that I'm just going out just to be going out.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If it ain't a concert, Lump ain't going. And I don't even like going to concerts because then somebody gonna ask me, hey, you got some backstage passes?
Or they want to hook up or they want you to work.
Man, and then look, here's the thing. They always be talking about, man, you going to the concert? Hey, let me tell y'all something, man. This is what I learned a long time ago. I don't go nowhere where I ain't invited. And if they don't make room or remember me for tickets, I'm not reminding them. Because I've done enough in this city. I've done a lot in this city, bro, and I've been blessed. So my thing is this. If you don't have enough in you to remember me on something that's big like that,
I don't want to go.
I'm not going. Because if I give you a quarter, that I wouldn't give you a quarter if you was a cashier at Kmart. I'm serious about that. Like, I don't mind spending money to support something, but like when my partner Maceo come to town, Maceo is a sound engineer. As a matter of fact, I hooked him up with Bun because I heard that there was some problems with some sound at the last takeover. So I hooked him up. I called Bun. I text Bun. I said, Bun, if you got a problem next year with the sound before you had that issue, because I actually think the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo did that on purpose because they were scared of the cussing. I think that's why the sound got like that. But my thing is this. When we have people like him.
Like that this year. Like some of the artists was just lower than others. I was like, why?
But you shouldn't have that issue.
So, it shouldn't have been.
So my thing is just let me give him somebody who can help. And that's what I did. I did that because that's my partner. Bun is my partner. Truck is one of my best friends.
Truck, bro.
Truck is one of my...
Truck. I saw a post of his recently. He said something you just said. He's like, don't call me for tickets, bro.
Bro. And then y'all be calling on the day of the show. But then when Beyonce comes, you gonna post how much you spent for her ticket. That's not
months
cool,
ahead of time.
That's not cool, bro. That's not cool. You ask me for, I'm gonna be honest with you. On the day of the show, I usually forward my number to the non-emergency number to the police station. I ain't lying either, bro. I ain't lying, dog. Okay, y'all want to play? I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna select 2 players, difficulty high pro. I'm not playing, bro, because y'all disrespectful as hell, man. Y'all go out of town. Y'all tell me how much money. Y'all go to the Gucci store show, which y'all done paid. Y'all fat boys be tucking y'all fat little shirt in and showing a Gucci belt buckle. Boy, you fat. Get you some Slim Slow, because that's what you're drinking. Because you ain't drinking no Slim.
But then the point he making is go and break bread with all these places and all these people, and then when it's something we trying to do, or even then you want to hook up, or you want a last minute access, or you want like
look at what I tell you.
Like pay the ticket.
Think it's a game.
Pay the ticket. No, I see. You got a text going with man. It's amazing who you know and who they know.
Bruh.
Who you know and who they know.
You know what 50 Cent taught me? 50 Cent taught me something. He said, Lump. 50 Cent said these words. Who you know will get you there, what you know will keep you there.
Who you know will get you there and what facts. Big old facts.
And bro, when I tell you, bro, 50 was...
That's why you got to keep learning.
Bro, 50 is like Like everybody, like, man, you ran up on 50 yet? For what? If I don't have nothing that's gonna benefit him and me, I don't want to talk to him and hang out and party.
He ain't got time for that.
And first of all, he don't do no party unless there's some money involved.
Exactly.
Unless he just own one and he ain't gonna let you promote it. He just popping up. And then if he is popping up,
he ain't staying. Like,
no, he ain't staying. And guess what he doing? He promoting that cognac.
Yeah, I popped up for this Brunson.
Man, he ain't doing nothing else.
Bro, man, I went to the shout out to 50, bro. We went to shout out to my kinfolk, man, Al Croc. You know what I'm saying? We went to Rockets game. Croc had tickets to the wristband access to the Sire Spirits Lounge in Toyota Center. That's 50 shit.
That's big, bro.
That mug is dope, bro.
It's gonna be.
It's hard. It's already open. We went in there, bro. The food was fine dining, bro. There was bottles everywhere. Oh, they was taxing like you needed a wristband to eat, another wristband to drink, and all this here. But it's a really dope environment, bro. It was a nice setup right inside Toyota Center, bro.
Yeah,
it was real dope.
But
man,
on the level smokes is my sick. Man, I was playing. I literally made that banner. I just sent all that to you in email. I made that banner and I stuck a cigar in my mouth. It's all toe up. I got the damn thing and where this in the gap.
Mm-hmm.
Did it come through?
I ain't got it yet.
Man, they probably didn't even go through. That's because I'm on this phone. I'm on the wrong phone. Hey, hold on. That's just real ghetto in the middle of this podcast. But hold on. What's your phone number? Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, we good. I'm gonna edit.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna do it from right here. I'm gonna just send it to your phone. But look, I stuck that I made that banner, right? And I I just stuck a cigar in my mouth on the logo. I just did clip art, found a cigar, and I just did that, right? And my homeboy was like, man, that's kind of fly. So I left it alone, right? And then 8601, right?
Yep.
All right. So I just kept it like that. And then I designed this banner.
I know. I saw the banner. That's what made me.
So, and then Mr. Servon called me. I love Mr. Servon, though. That's my round.
Shout out to Mr. Servon.
Mr. Servon, boy, y'all be playing games. But Mr. Servon, he's a rapper, Stone Cold. And then Servon was like, look, dog, you making all this money. You making all these connections. He said, say, look, man, make it make sense for you. I'm supposed to hook you up with the girl down here in New Orleans, and for Essence, you're going to have this, and that. And we're going to make your money, man, look. And look, man, I love my partners who pushed me because I was thinking that, but I didn't necessarily know how to get to that. Like, I know how to get to it, but bro, when you've done what we've done for so long.
Now, it's good to have people who know the connection and they willing
and
to
they gonna motivate you
in motion for you.
Bro, because a lot of these cats around here, they talk that Big Six can be packing double blank. But bro, here's the deal. I love it because
that Big Six and be packing double blank, bro.
All day long, man. And every day that ends in Y. I'm just at that point now to where it's just like, it's got to make sense for me to come out of my house.
Man,
it's got to make sense, bro.
This because I was telling this to the little homies. I told them the same stuff, and I was like, because it's dangerous outside. You know what I'm saying? Like bro, it's dying every day from all types of sources, from our own people to police to just random hatred to racism, for all these reasons. And so, like, I ain't coming outside unless I'm coming here. Like, my crib is in the Mo, my studio's in the Mo. Like, I don't really leave Mo City, bro, unless I got an invite. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
That's real, bro, because when it's all said and done, bro, I'm responsible to my children. Like, I can't get out of pocket and be mad and fighting somebody in the middle of the street and getting shot because I couldn't hold my temper.
Yeah, well, exactly, because somebody disrespected me and we usually don't tolerate that.
Bro, I'm not doing that. Like, hey, look here, man, I'm going to be excuse my language to the church people, I'm going to be a hoe ass nigga. I'm going to be a bitch ass nigga. I'm going to be all that. Just don't get in my personal space. Because then we're going to have to dance, and I don't care if music playing. We're going to dance. We're going to dance, man. And then look, I'm going to try to do something to you so bad because I'm going home.
Well, that's what I'm saying, bro. And then, like, me, like I be strapped. You know what I'm saying?
What you talk about?
So
man, I
like,
build AR-15s in my spare time.
Not to have problems because
I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. You think I'm playing? This one right here, I built. This is my first AR that I built. I built this AR.
See that? Because I was just telling JT, the homie up there, Sanders, or bro Sanders, he offers the AR building class.
Take it.
I was gonna take it.
Take it.
It's like a stack, and it come with the instructions and AR and a whole bunch of stuff.
You ain't gotta do that. All you gotta do is come over here where I'm at. Spend you about $600 buying all the parts for the gun.
Okay.
I take you to my partner house. You get him a bottle of
hard,
Uncle
bro.
Nearest. That optic is whack. Get him a bottle of Uncle Nearest and 2 cigars, and he gonna build it with you.
Okay.
And $650 will get you all your parts from Primary Arms. You can get the trigger you want. You can get the optic you want. Now that's without the optic. The optic costs a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But bro,
man, it's crazy because last time we was at the range. Shout out to my Kinfo Will, all our surveillance. He came up there with the custom AR build, right? And then the other partner had one, and they both shot totally different. One had way more kick. One was way lighter.
Well, the one with more kick was probably the shorter one.
I think it was.
That motherfucker.
I think it was.
The shorter the barrel.
But then Will's was modified so hard. It was so nice. It was
trigger
like,
probably was
man,
flawless.
bro.
But you got to be careful with them because you can blow on that trigger and it's gonna go.
I mean, I'm talking about I'm tearing that.
How far was you out? Target out. It was a metal target.
It was a paper target.
Oh, how far was you out? 50 yards, 100 yards?
Yeah, this was 50. I was all the way to the back, and I'm tearing the thing up.
I'll be at 300.
Oh, see, no,
I'll be out there.
We need to go to the range.
You
we need to go to the range.
You can't even come. Like, I'm building a Grendel right now.
Building a who?
A Grendel. It's a 20-inch gun. It's 20-inch. Boy,
I never even heard of it.
Yeah, you have. You seen them? Boy, when I tell you, boy, look, you can't even get close to me.
I'm 50 yards.
I'm like
75.
Red Dawn. I'm Red Dawn. I'm 200 yards. I'm cold-blooded.
Okay.
But it's the longer the barrel, the more accurate you'll be. Now, my 10.5, it's about 100, 150.
Oh, but the long barrel, those are the
barrels to get down the street. Them the ones, bro. Them the ones that'll make you, like, I'm gonna make you, hey man, I'm tripping, dog. hey man, I'm tripping, man.
Yeah, you talking about shooting you from 3 football fields.
Bro, I'm trying to get you. Like, cause bro, if you ever go to the damn if you ever go to the range, and you see the 12-year-old girl shooting 300 yards down range, you'll get ready. Them kids not playing. It ain't no shooting to the side. Ain't
ain't none of that. Ain't none of that.
They not playing one game.
And back to what we was talking about earlier, they being taught that.
Yeah, they being
taught that.
See, when I got my cash,
our little girls being taught how to twerk, and they being taught how to shoot, bro.
I got my cash money piece for me.
Trill Spill. That's that one?
Yeah. Came in my box of authenticity. I was like, hey, man, this thing real or is it fake? You know, I had to rub that shit in a little bit.
No, it's real. I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it on his neck right now. It's definitely real.
I just sent you that picture that day that they gave that to me. Well, that messed me up. He just came in the room. He came to Slim. Slim was already in baby condo, and this condo way up high.
Mm-hmm.
Can't tell you where it is, but it's in Miami. I can tell you where it is, but off camera.
Yeah,
and it overlooks
everything,
the Atlantic, right? And he was like, "Man, here, bro." So it was just a brown box. I opened it up. I started jumping. I said, "Oh man!"
And like, what year was this?
This was about 2 years ago.
Okay, this recent.
So look, man, I'm thinking it's a pendant. Because this box, if you look at this box, it looked like
it's not a really big box.
It looked like a record.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought there's something you put on the thing.
That's the one you just sent me.
Yeah, man. I opened it up. Slim Baby said, "Man, open it up, bro. The chain in the back, bro."
Yeah, behind the record, you gotta
open it up. Check Cash Money Records presents certificate of authenticity. Blah 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 blah. Mess me up, dog.
Y'all can't see it, but I can see it. I'll put it on the screen for y'all.
Boy, I couldn't do nothing but just say thank you, Lord, because validation is everything. This dude right here, I was able to get this dude. He died December the 30th, 2020. This is a crazy thing about Big D. He taught me everything I know about promotions. He's the one who taught me how to brand. He's the one who taught me how to do marketing. Him and Chuck from Big Boy. And he taught me so much. And right when everything was about to get better, God took him on home. So the reason why I push what I'm pushing now with the cigars, pushing the culture together, why I do what I do with my logos on Wednesday, with my banners, is simply because ain't nothing promised. And in that, I love smoking cigars because it calms me. But Big D taught me how to take a vacation because he never took one, and neither did I. That's why I got burnt out on the business.
Because they're always working.
I didn't understand quit. Only thing I ever knew how to do was go. I don't know how to rest to this day. I'm still learning how to rest because after leaving the music business, working at the railroad.
Well, yeah, you had a different path.
And my clock was different. But I'm going to tell everybody out here, man, make some time for yourself and put yourself in pole position. If you don't put yourself in pole position, that means in position number one, nobody's going to do it for you. And I tell you what, when you dead and gone, there, think about you. And on some days, they might celebrate you a little bit more. But my point is, this world going to keep on spinning.
Oh, it's supposed to.
Hey, man, it's not a game, man. So, I know as we getting ready to close this down and get down to
the supposed
end,
to.
Man, look here, dog. All I'm going to tell you is, man, take care of yourself.
So what's next, right? What's next for Lum? We talk
Next
music, you talk promo, you got the whole Cigar Blast and the whole network really growing and gaining momentum and moving on the level Smokes. Man, we talked about a bunch of promo, photo, video. You got a hands in a bunch of pots.
Yeah. And that was all by necessity. Like I literally learned how to do graphics because I got tired of waiting on Mike Frost. I got tired of waiting on Billy Sorrells.
Mm-hmm.
I learned how to shoot because my daddy wanted to keep me out of trouble. So he gave me my Canon old AE1 program. I learned how to shoot. He taught me how to deal with film speed, shutter speed, and aperture. He taught me how to deal with prime lenses. He taught me the difference of how to let the light in, how to lower the number, how to less amount of light you needed.
Depending on the shot, this and that.
And so I had to get it right because we used to have to go to Walgreens right there on Fuquay. Hey, man, don't waste my money. Make sure you get these pictures together. And that's how I learned how to shoot. So I learned how to do all of that. But my thing is, it was through necessity. But my biggest goal is this. My biggest goal is I want people in hip hop to have a real relationship with God in a real way. I know that I'm the only Bible that they read. I know that the best sermon I heard was the one that I saw. I know that if I can walk circumspectly here with my head up and live ethically and morally right. See, reputation is what they say. Character is who you are when ain't nobody looking.
Big old facts.
So for me,
big old facts.
I'm just gonna do it the right way. I don't give a damn who looking, who ain't looking. I'm gonna do it the right way. And
because I know the most important being is watching. You know what I'm saying?
And my homegirl's mother, a girl I used to date, her mother said, Orion, you do the right thing when ain't nobody looking.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that's been hard. Bro, you know, I go into the restroom at the cigar bar, and Nick Rose is dirty. Napkins everywhere. I'll get a bunch of napkins because I don't like touching stuff. I'll pick up all of the trash and put it in the can because, Orion, you do what's right when ain't nobody looking. I'm going to go places and halfway start straightening up stuff, or you do what's right. And I'm just not getting into that space. I was almost OCD, and then somebody ran me hot one day, and I just decided to be, I ain't going to even go into that, but I'm trying to get people to see Christ and then be active.
But see Christ more importantly, and me and JT was talking about this, to see Christ in a light that's different from what you may have perceived.
And address church hurt. So many of us deal with church hurt
differently.
And we have to deal with that. And then, no disrespect to my Muslim brothers, but Muhammad's wife saw the way the people who were following Judaism, how they were monotheistic. They studied one God. And they had many gods. They were polytheistic people. And she said, the way they serve one God is amazing. You have too many gods. And Muhammad changed it from many gods, being polytheistic, to monotheistic. My God was the same yesterday, today, and forever. Yeah. So guess what? Don't let these buckethead churches and these
buckethead preachers,
chicken neck boy, don't get me started on that part. Find you somebody who has an authentic relationship with God. That's why I'm looking dead into this camera. Find you somebody who loves God and who's in love with God, and their actions, their heart, and their words line up for the people. Because if you love God, you're going to love his people. He asked Peter a few times, hey, man, Peter, do you love me? Feed my sheep. Peter, do you love me? Feed my sheep. Peter, do you love me? Feed my sheep. So that means that the word is important to God. So our thing is, for me, is to feed people the word by application and not just quoting scripture, and then living my life to where people will pick up on it.
Well, that be the value in relationships, right?
Bro.
Because if you know me, then you know I will chastise you here privately or publicly, depending on the situation, but it's gonna come from my heart.
Every time.
You know that
the motive was right.
The motive was right, bro.
Yeah,
The motive was right, and it was all in love. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how I try to move.
And that's my thing. And I'm building a barn dominium. If you don't know what a barn dominium is, Google barn dominium, like condominium. I'm getting away from you spooks. Tired of all y'all.
We're off in the country somewhere, buy you a bunch of land, and
it's gonna be close country, but it's gonna be country enough to where you can't lie to me and tell me you stopping by. I want my kids to have a place to where if life treats them unfairly,
they could just get away.
Come on,
pull up.
Come on, and I need enough space where you can be on your side, and I can be on my side, and we can meet in the middle. And that's basically how I'm setting up my barn dough. And I'm setting up another barn dough for public consumption. I want to set up a barn dominium type setup to where these cooks don't have a place to come cook the food. So I want to set up a kitchen where they can rent it out and set it up.
Shout out to Chef Yum, Queen of Yum, Vicky V, right? She ambassador for HEB. She out here in Houston, South Park area.
HEB for real?
Yeah, she ambassador for
that
them.
Jinka, that stuff that I take my supplement, the turmeric.
Yeah, I know. I rock with them.
Yeah, so LJ and his wife Kim, they were one of the.
I just saw them on Defender.
Yeah,
for about to go global with it. And
hey,
so
bro, turmeric works, and I can tell y'all right now, like, matter of fact, I'm calling him.
Vicky, this is the point I'm making. Vicky was just telling me the same stuff. She's trying to create a place where chefs like her and other chefs who really want to do stuff for the community could just come cook. Just a place where they can come cook and provide food and provide meals and stuff like that.
That's all I want to do for people, bro. And then the other thing I want to do is I want to provide mobile showers for homeless people, like on the back of an 18-wheeler, but the low riding ones to where they can come up and take showers. And then have somebody who already has the mobile barbershop.
Yeah, pull up and fade them up.
And then Tide already has the mobile washing machine. So I'm getting tired of y'all going to these quote unquote lily white areas. Go to where there's a need. Yeah. See, ministry is meeting needs, and meeting needs
where they
ministry. That's ministry. If you do ministry looking for money, ministry never take place. But if you do ministry well, God will provide. And he'll give it to you.
Back to those motives. Back to the motives. When the motive is right, then he gonna provide.
Hey man, and that's what I want to do next.
That's hard.
All of this right here.
Let me know what you know my lane. You know my skill set. You know what I'm good at.
Like, and as a matter of fact,
tell me where I can plug me in.
If y'all looking at this,
put me in the game.
I'm getting ready to pay the little funky money though. Raggedy.
Go daddy.
I'm about to pay them punks, and I'm gonna let my boy do my site. Can I do my site? Yeah. Do I want to do it? Absolutely not. I'm not doing it. Stop going to other people. Man, I took some pictures the other day. And my homeboy said, man, I only thought white boys could take pictures like this. I said, I'm charging you double.
Yeah, just slap.
No, I'm gonna hit you in your pocket. No, man, that's where you're gonna pay attention. Like my daddy say, granddaddy used to always say, hey, say, boy, you gonna need to pay attention or you gonna pay somebody. And that's why I'm at with it now.
Gonna pay.
But either way, you're gonna pay. So that's what I'm at. So my thing is ministry first. I literally want to get a cowboy church. I used to laugh at the cowboy churches when I be on 45 and on 59 driving north, and I see the cowboy church or I-10. Church in the country, they keep it simple. Boys be in church for about an hour when they get out. I want to be somewhere, and I want to introduce Christ to people quicker than what I saw him in text properly. And it ain't about me. I'm just an instrument. So those are a few things. So
just a tool.
All of my stuff is ministry oriented. I'm a servant, dog. So my thing is I want to help people. Like I genuinely help people. And the people who I can't help, or the people who got bad motive, then stay away.
Then I can't help you.
I can't, and it's cool. And if you want to hold on to who Lump used to be, see, most of y'all just know Lump. Ain't none of y'all ever really met Big O unless you one of my partners from LA. And then you don't even want to meet Big O. Y'all really want Minister Lump.
Left LA to get away from that.
Yeah, literally, man. Came down here and ran into some other stuff. But it's in me. It ain't on me, like it's in me. You know, like some people might love he on there with that gang. No, man, this chief everywhere. It just happens to represent somebody you used to deal with. But so what? But one of my best friends come on, man, my boss represents the other side of the rainbow. Mac 10 is my dog. Man, I can show you a text in there from Mac 10. I'm arguing with him the other day. Man, when you gonna send me the picture of the car? Lump, I'm almost there. I'm gonna send you the picture of the car.
Yeah, because he on them cars heavy. He with the
got the song.
Yeah, I just saw the whole video with the whole. Man. You know, I'll be watching podcasts, so he was making rounds,
bro. So my thing now is to present Christ and let people know you can have a balanced life with Christ at the center. Like I end up with saying this.
Like God, let that marinate for a second. You can have a balanced life with Christ at the center.
That's the only way you're gonna be able to do it, dog. I tried to do it, man. I'm 52 years old. The space that I'm in right now literally came from me being obedient to the word of God. If you want to find out what God's will is for your life, get in God's word. In his word, you'll find his will. And in his will, you'll find your way. But it's God's word, his will, and then your way. Because if you do in that area,
you define your purpose. That's how you find your purpose.
Do it, bro.
You know what I'm saying? For those who moving around trying to figure out what my purpose is, you got to focus on God.
I'm gonna do this. Get out your feelings. Ain't no money there. Ain't no peace there. Ain't no God there. God ain't never once worried about your feelings. He said, happy is the man to find the wisdom and the man to get an understanding. Show me one place in text where God was concerned with your feelings. Show me one place in text. Jonah was mad at God. He literally was mad at God because he was in his feelings because he didn't want people.
He wouldn't help them people.
Yeah. So he had to put him in the belly of a prepared fish. How did he get in the belly of the fish and live? Because God prepared the fish. That's all I can tell you. I don't know nothing about that. They didn't have people going to stomach for sharks and whales now and get spit back up and they still alive. So don't tell me about, that's that. Man, shut up.
Yeah, it's real. It's real.
But the part about the story about Jonah that a lot of people don't remember is this. When we last saw Jonah, he was on the outside of the city, mad at God, arguing. Stop telling people that they can't question God. The Bible says, test and prove all things. Stop telling people that you can't be mad at God. The Bible says, be angry and sin not. The only thing that you have to watch as a person, as a created being, is watch your approach to God. And if you don't think I'm right, ask Job. That's how come he had to sit in his situation a little bit longer. Watch how you talk to God and watch how you approach God, because you have to understand you're a created being. And if you don't think that that's the correct way or the correct analogy, this is what you do. And like the sticker that I'm looking at says, I'm most serious right now. Go to a funeral. You can't do nothing about it. Stop trying to place commas where God has already placed the period. When you dead and gone, you dead and gone. That's it. So DJ Quick said it best. When you're talking to death, you're talking to spirits. Here's something that nobody ever really took notice of, Chuck. See how God don't play. I don't care what you believe. I want you to see fact. What did DOC say on his album cover? He said he was the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings. A week after he went platinum, he lost his voice. Biggie said he was ready to die. His second album was Life After Death. He didn't see his second album. Tupac said he's Machiavelli and he had 3 crosses on his cover. And he didn't get a chance to see it through. You know why? Because you can't play with God like that, bro. Because when you're talking to death, you're talking to spirits.
Yeah.
And God is the spirit, not a spirit. He is the Holy Spirit. Definite article in front of that. I'm very careful with my words, bro, because I say this often to my partner.
That's heavy. Hope y'all caught that right there. Hope y'all caught that.
I hope they did too. I can't unsay a thing. I can't undo a thing. The composition of my face tells me so much about how I'm supposed to act in life. I got 2 ears so I can take it in twice. I got 2 eyes so I can look at it 2 times. I got 2 nostrils so I can breathe in and breathe out 2 times. I got 1 mouth. Can you imagine this face with 2 mouths on it?
Wow.
Look, listen, and just breathe 2 times before you speak 1 time. You know how they say measure twice, cut once? I'm going to tell you to look twice, hear twice, not listen, but hear twice. Breathe in, breathe out twice before you speak 1 time. Your mouth can't keep up with the thoughts. That's how come many of us cuss. Because like Brother Bain said in the Malcolm X movie, we're lazy in speech. Slow down your cadence when you talk and watch your cursing stop.
Facts. And you know what else will stop? And we'll go on this here. The those random conjunctions that you use to build space. That's because you're talking too fast and you ain't thinking.
You can't process the information. So forgive me for the cursing. It's habitual. I'm getting better. I only had one resolution this year. And it was to be on time. Then the other one was my auntie, my play auntie. She heard me the other day. She said, stop cursing. She said, I know you grown. I know you 52, baby. Stop cursing. I said, I don't curse in the pool pit. She said, I bet you want to sometimes. I said, yeah, I do.
You feeling like it'll fit good right here?
It just sounds better when you put a mother sucker on it. You know,
straight up.
but man, I love this place.
Hey
I love
man,
this podcast,
look, this has been a dope conversation, man. It's your boy Chuck. I'm here with my OG Lump Man, Big O man. Got him in the Mo City podcast, and it's been a pleasure, bro. I ain't gonna hold you too long, man. He been in here. We've been politicking. We've been keeping it cracking.
I'm going to get some of this.
We got products. We got all kind of stuff, bro. I'm gonna get out of here, man. We're gonna get you out of here, bro. Any last words for anybody watching, anything like that? You just gave them a scripture. I almost want to fade the black right there, but make sure y'all follow. I'm gonna put all the ways y'all can follow my big homie on the screen right now. Man. But any last words, bro?
Follow me. You better have on the shirt. I don't accept dudes on social media who have their shirts off in their avatar. That's not factory. Those are not factory settings. But other than that, like, dude, you all greased up. Man, I love the Lord. The Lord made me meek, not weak. I ain't here to take your pictures. You all greased up, shined all up, looking like
put a shirt on, man. Put a shirt on, man.
I don't even accept it with a slingshot on. We call it slingshot a tank top. But it's cool. I get it. Y'all think y'all cute. And if I see another man smoking a hookah, whatever y'all call it, I smoke cigars. If your daddy didn't smoke cigars, congratulations, you have 2 mothers. No, I'm just playing. And we out, bro. Peace.